You know, when I was a kid, I used to go to this really ghetto and rough primary school. And this was when I was about, I don't know, 5 years old, something along those lines. And I remember I was always into like superheroes, Marvel superheroes. Hulk, Spider-Man was my favorite, Superman, all this stuff. And one day I went to school, and there was obviously a lot of fights going on all the time, and a lot of aggression and a lot of hostility. And I remember my mum said to me once, um, you can be whatever you want to be in this life. And I was like, so can I be Spider-Man? If I believe that I was Spider-Man, could I be Spider-Man? She was like, yeah, if you believe hard enough. And basically, because I was young and she was trying to explain the concept of self-belief to me. And I genuinely believed. I went into school one day, right? And this was after a couple of days. We were doing this consecutive couple of days of arm wrestles in the school, right? And it was kind of like a competition we were doing between the students. And I kept losing before this point. I remember I came home once and I was watching Spider-Man on the TV, and I was saying to my mum, like, if I believed I was Spider-Man and I could shoot the webs and all this other shit, do you reckon that it would come true? And she was like, yeah, I'm sure if you believed hard enough, you can be whatever you want in this world. And then I went into school the next day, and the arm wrestles were on again, right? And I believed. I was like, yeah, I can be a superhero. I can have super strength. I can have super speed. I can do all of these things. I truly believe it, right? I remember still the level of self-belief I had this day. I went into school, arm wrestle, we're at break time, went outside to this bench, and everyone was around us watching. And I was sat on one side, there was some other kids sat on the other side of the table. Put my arm down, ready to arm wrestle. Boom. As soon as it started, and this was the same guy that kept beating me, I absolutely smoked him straight away. No competition, nothing. It was just boom, gone. I remember standing up after that thinking, oh my God, it does work. I'm fucking Spider-Man. Because I got super strength now and all this shit. I'm a superhero now. And I was thinking about this the other day. I was on a walk down the canal near my apartment now. And I was thinking about all the things I've gone through. I used to live on a council estate. If you don't know who I am, I come from absolutely nothing. I come from the ghetto, from the hood, whatever you want to call it, right? I come from being poor, basically. And myself, I'm self-made, have taken where I used to be, and I've taken myself all the way to where I am now with infinite money coming in from multiple income streams. I don't want to go on too much about all of this because it's annoying for you to hear. I don't want to brag to you. But I've done that all by myself. No handout, no collaborations, no one giving me a shout out, just pure utter self-belief. And it comes back to the primary school day where, and I remember we were doing races as well. We used to run and do like relay races. So I'd run to one side and then run back again. And I'd give my teammate like a glow stick, and then he'd run, and we had to go faster than the other team that were doing the same thing. And I was fucking rapid that day, bro. I was so fast. I was sprinting like mad. And also I had that strength as well. I was beating everyone in an arm wrestle. And it just goes to show the power of the mind. And I've told you guys scientific studies before that prove the placebo effect and prove the power of belief and how it literally impacts your nervous system and how your body responds to the real world. If you go around and you're constantly telling yourself, I'm strong, I can do this, I can pull this off, I'm the best, I'm wealthy, I'm rich in mind, body and soul, I can achieve absolutely anything. If Mike Tyson can do it, I can do it. If Andrew Tate can do it, I can do it, right? And you just constantly, all the time, believe in yourself, almost to a deluded level, almost to an arrogant level. People will look at you and say, you're cocky. That's what I always got told. I used to walk around the gym, and I used to walk around the block in the old council estate I used to live in. And the way I used to walk, I used to walk with my chest out, bit of swag about me, do you know what I mean? And I used to always get called, yeah, you're cocky, you're cocky, you're too full of yourself. And I used to just think, nah, because I always self-analyze, always self-reflect, I always try and think, is there some truth in the negativity that people are throwing at me? And I analyzed and I thought, no, there's not, because I'm not cocky. I don't believe that I don't have weaknesses, or I don't believe that I'm, invincible. I understand there's weaknesses that I've got. I understand there's things I need to work on. But at the same time, why wouldn't I walk around with confidence with my chest out, my head up? Why wouldn't I be confident in the abilities that I've got as a young man? Why wouldn't I believe I can do absolutely anything? Why does that make me cocky? Why wouldn't I believe when I go into the gym and I'm about to bench press that new PR that I've never done before? When I go and I walk in there, I walk over to the bench and I'm confident and I'm almost as if I've already done it. And then I lie down on the bench and I'm like, yeah, it's easy, I've got this. Boom, repping it out like it's nothing, right? Why wouldn't I believe that? Why would I think to myself, well, I don't know if I can do this. Well, I don't know if I can get that girl's number. I don't know if I can make 10K a month. That's a lot of money. That's more than doctors. I don't know if I could do that. Do you really think this happened by accident? Do you think I've got 50K subscribers, infinite money coming in from multiple businesses and multiple income streams at the same time at only 22 years old? I had never even been abroad 2 years ago. I'd never even left the UK. I've been in the UK my entire life. Never been on holiday, never been on a plane. And it's only when I went to Thailand like last year, by myself, that was the first time I ever went on holiday. I went all the way across the world to Thailand, fucking Asia, by myself, with the money that I earned. You have to understand, a lot of the things that you want to experience in this life, the things you see other people doing on social media, the money you want to make, the lifestyle you want to live, that dream freedom that you want to have, you've never achieved that before. Your mind and your nervous system doesn't know what it's like to experience that. So the only way you're going to convince yourself that it's possible is by being deluded or being arrogant, because you've never done it. So how do you know that it's possible? You don't know. You're just seeing what other people are showing you. So your mind still has a little trickle of doubt, thinking, yeah, but we've never done it before, so I don't know if we're going to be able to pull that off. And this is what my mind used to tell me. I remember I'd be on a run. I'd be running, 10-mile run around the park near my old council estate, and I'd have my headphones in. I'd be listening to Little TJ or something, just some motivating rap, right? And I'd be running around the park, and I'd be minus money in the bank account. No money, right? I was broke as a joke, the worst you could get. I was in debt. And I had all these ambitious plans of going to Thailand, going abroad, starting this business, doing this video course, making this money, living this life. I had all of this shit you see me doing now in my Instagram reels and my YouTube shorts and the community posts and the stuff inside of my school. I've got a paid community. You can find it in the bio, the School of Life. All this shit I'm showing you guys, the life I'm living now, all started with a dream in my brain. It was started as a visualization in my mind. And now I'm living it all. It's all mine. But the only reason I've been able to make this a reality for myself was because I was deluded, because I believed I could do something that I'd never even done before. I'd never even achieved any of these things before. I'd never even seen £1,000 in my bank account. And now I make it in an hour. Like, it's nothing. For literally, that's not even an over exaggeration. I've had 1 hour phone calls that have made me £1,000. Ridiculous, right? And now it's normal to me. Now that's just who I am. I've adapted to it. I've been conditioned to this way of living. I am now rich, and I will forever be rich because of my evolution in character, because of my evolution in who I am as a person. But when I was running around the park with little TJ on, being inspired by, being taken from going broke to living a life that you want to live, I was inspired by the whole process. I loved it. 50 Cent was another inspiration. I love all those kind of people that have come from nothing. Andrew Tate. And then boom, they've achieved absolutely everything. That's so inspiring to me, and I was inspired by it. I'd never done it myself, but I was inspired, and I was deluded to some degree in a positive way that I could achieve it no matter what. There is nothing that is going to stop me. Get rich or die trying. I do not care. This one life that I've got, there is no way I'm living it in poverty. No fucking way. I will achieve all these things that everyone else has achieved in terms of the successful realm. And, I was out with my mum and my girlfriend the other day. We went to this restaurant in a part of Manchester that I used to live in. And it's very nostalgic being back there and seeing where I came from. All the smells, the people, the atmosphere, the vibe, the place itself gave me so much emotion and inspiration and almost just gratitude for my past self for committing to this journey and just doing it, regardless of all the hate I used to get, and I still get hate to this day, regardless of negativity, regardless of any bullshit you see that could potentially put doubt into your brain. I just pushed past it. I just carried on. Almost, again, deludedly. You have to be deluded. You have to believe, I don't give a shit what anyone else says. I will achieve this reality. So I was out with my girlfriend and my mum, and we went for this meal. Of course, I paid for everything. It is what it is now, right? I couldn't even afford fucking dental floss last year. Now I'm out just treating everyone in my family, shopping sprees, Rolls Royces in London. Life's good now, but I've earned all of it. And my mum's friend, so this guy, he's like 40 plus, right? And he used to know me when I was a young kid, obviously when I was a baby, when I was a kid, everything. He used to know, he's seen me grow up basically to some degree. And he saw me now, and it's been a good couple of years since we saw each other. And now I'm a fully grown man, 22 years old. He saw me, shook my hand, I got a firm handshake. And the first thing he said to me was, fucking hell, you're a unit now, look at you. Because that's what they all say when you haven't seen a family member or a friend or something for ages. They're like, oh wow, you're getting big, aren't you? And that's one of the first things he says, like, you're a fucking unit now, like strong handshake and everything. And my mum was telling him about the businesses that I do and the amount of money that I make. And she was saying like, yeah, he makes like $3,000, from 1 hour of calls for coaching clients. And I'm like, yeah, to me, that's normal now. But to him, he was absolutely shocked. He's 40 years old. And he was saying to me, listen, you're doing at 22 what I want to do now at nearly 50. And he said, I'm proud of you and I'm inspired by that. It's amazing. And I just taught him about the social media world. I taught him about how social media is the future. If you are able to get attention online, you can turn that into money. I was just telling him about all this shit that I teach you guys inside of the School of Life. And, obviously a lot more in depth. And he was just very taken aback. He was like, wow, I just can't believe it. You're 22 years old. I don't think you guys understand how amazing the life that you're trying to chase actually is. You're 22 years old. You get treated like a celebrity when people know what you do. It's fucking crazy. Like, they literally are shocked. They think you're scamming. They think you must be lying. And then you show them and they're like, wow. It's... You want to get to the point where you make so much money that people genuinely question what it is that you're doing. That's the kind of point you want to get to. Like, is it legal? Are you scamming people? Like, that's when you know you've made it. That's the equivalent of being a big guy that gets accused of being on steroids. And you only get here with relentless self-belief. Do you know how much hate and how many times I sat and just, on the edge of my bed in my council estate, my single small bed in like a prison cell sized room, and sat and thought to myself, is this really worth it? Is this really what I want? Do I really want to continue this? Maybe I should just give up and go get a normal job. It's less stress, it's less thought, because this job that I do, you may think it's just me talking to the camera. It takes a lot of mental energy. I sit and think all day. Just think about being innovative, creative, taking, businesses to the next level, taking ideas to the next level. It's a lot of thinking, it's a lot of mental work, and most people are not intelligent enough, number one, or cut out for that kind of hard work. It's not even this. This is easy. This takes like 30 minutes of my day, talking to you and giving you value. But the prerequisite for me being able to create this video and explain things to you in an articulate way without stuttering, without losing my train of thought, keeping you engaged, this takes so much effort behind the scenes that you don't even realize. This is why most people don't make it in the YouTube space. They just don't make it. They don't have ideas to talk about. They can't speak properly. They can't, articulate their ideas in a concise way that allows the viewer to understand what it is that they're saying. They have no idea and they give up. But I just carried on, almost delusional, right? I just kept on going. I'm like, no, I'm the best in the game. There is no way people like Hamza, no disrespect, this is just what I used to think. There is no way someone like Hamza who, nothing special, he came from probably the same kind of upbringing that I did, shithole. And he came from being broke and he did it all by himself. Why can't I do that? That's how I see everything. Everyone's a human being. Everyone that you see that has achieved a crazy feat of endurance in life is a human just like you. It's just the only difference is they never gave up and they just committed themselves. They didn't get shiny object syndrome and jumped from a million different things. You need to wait. As soon as you've hit 10K in one business, cool, then you can start some other businesses for fun because you've made it, right? But if you're not even making 1,000 per month from one business, don't even think about anything else. Commit to it fully. Be creative, be innovative, wake up every day and enjoy the process of becoming a better entrepreneur. It's fun. And trust me, the life is absolutely worth it. I would never trade it. It's perfect. I am never going back to being broke. I'm never going back to working a normal job, ever. And now, obviously, I've been in the 9-to-5 world. I'm completely respectful and polite to people that are, because I've been there myself. I know what it's like. But anytime I go to a restaurant or anything that involves staff members, I'm so polite and respectful. I tip them. I'm kind to them. I ask them questions. I make them feel heard and noticed. I look them in their eyes when I'm talking to them. I really am respectful and positive to be around because I've been in their shoes. But I always just look at them with a bit of pity and sadness. I'm like, I'm so glad I'm not in that situation anymore. I see the people working in fast food restaurants fucking flipping burgers and it looks like it stinks behind the bar or whatever, the counter. You just smell like food all day and, it's stressful. There's customers, there's dickheads talking to you and showing you no respect. And I'm like, thank God and thank myself that I pulled it off and I escaped because that's what it's all about. Trust me, freedom is priceless. You cannot put a price on it. It's the most amazing thing you can obtain. So if you're on a journey right now of trying to obtain freedom and entrepreneurship in your own business, don't stop, don't ever quit. Because if you never quit on a long enough time frame, you will figure out the formula and you'll make it. But you just got to keep going. You got to detach from the results and just carry on. I didn't look at my views and say, I only got 30 views on that video. I'm just going to give up. The results are irrelevant. They will come with time. The only thing that matters is your actions. Are you showing up every day and just giving your 100%? Are you thinking about what you're doing? Before you press record on the camera, do you have an intention for the video that you're recording? What are you trying to achieve? What emotions are you trying to strike up in the person that's watching it? Think, use your brain. I'm not trying to shout at you and be aggressive, but I'm just trying to wake you up a little bit. You're not thinking, you're not using this. This is the key. Your imagination, your brain, meditation, use it and put it into your work and I guarantee you'll get there. So if you attach your success to your actions and how hard you're trying rather than the results that you're getting, I guarantee you'll get to where you want to go. And the results will come as a byproduct of that. I simply just analysed, do I show up and am I trying as hard as I could? Before I think, oh, let me just give up, am I actually even trying? 100% energy, not a wasted second. All of my energy is dedicated to that one task at hand. So this video I'm recording right now, I thought about it before I recorded it. I didn't just sit here and record and see what happens. I'm thinking, there's intention behind my actions. So it makes it very hard for me to lose. And even if this video doesn't do very well, you can check the view count right now. Even if it didn't do very well, as long as I can successfully say to myself, yes, I tried as hard as humanly possible with that video. I gave it everything. If it still doesn't pull off, then that's up to the gods. That's fine. That video wasn't meant to be. Crack on to the next one. It's okay. You can still do a lot even when you're not getting the results that you are expecting. If I want this video to get 10,000 views, but it only gets 100 views, I can still do things and positive things with those 100 viewers. I can still convert at least one of them into my school of life down below in the bio. Hopefully it'll be you, my friend, because I will change your life. So this is the mindset you need to adopt. It's a winner's mindset. No matter what happens, turn it into your advantage. Okay? Hopefully you can take something from this and understand the power of self-belief. Even when I was in primary school, I was exercising the ability of believing in yourself. And it's a very powerful thing to do, okay? So start doing the same in your life and I guarantee it will change forever. If you want to learn how to make money from absolutely no experience, doesn't matter what experience level you're at, you could be a complete beginner, still working a normal job, still living at home with your parents, not knowing what to do in business, a bit lost, and you want to learn how to scale a business from 0 to 10K per month completely online, we will teach you how to do that in the School of Life down below. We also teach, alongside making money, financial literacy, so understanding how money works, the world around you, the economy around you. We teach you tax efficiency, so when you do start hitting 10K per month, how do you mitigate taxes, right? We teach you mindset, we teach you philosophy, we teach you spirituality, manifestation, physical health, detoxing from toxins and certain vaccines. We teach you sexual mastery, so in the bedroom, things like that. We teach you how to quit pornography forever, premature ejaculation. We have everything included within this school because I wanted to make sure that you are not left behind in any realm. There's no point being rich if you're out of shape. There's no point being in shape if you have no money. There's no point having money if you can't get any women because you don't understand female psychology. We need to make you into a self-sufficient, competent young man that can do everything, like James Bond. And we teach you how to do that for a discount. It's not even as high as it normally is. If you get in now and you click that link down below and you join the School of Life today, you can lock in your membership at the price that you see there for life. So even when the prices go back to $1,000 per month, you will stay locked in at whatever price you see down there. Now is the time to take action. And if you can't even muster up the courage to join a community for a couple quid per month, how are you ever gonna find the courage to make more money than doctors? It's just not gonna happen. You need to learn to take risks. That is how you get anywhere. Me starting this YouTube channel, dropping out of high school, college, quitting my job, all of this was a risk and it paid off. And you only get the highs in life if you're willing to go through the lows. There is no light without dark. You understand? Join the school. I'll see you soon. Let's go make some fucking money this Christmas.